Good morning, all of you. In this session, I am going to explain about friction and the problems on inclined plane. This is the example for inclined plane problems. Before going to the problems, first of all, you have to know the fundamentals about the free body diagrams. Okay, here this is a horizontal surface, horizontal support. Okay, for rough surfaces, you have to consider frictional force. Okay, for smooth surfaces, don't consider friction. Okay, only you have to consider friction for rough surfaces. Okay, so this one is a rough horizontal surface, so you have to consider a frictional force. So F is the frictional force, R is the normal reaction force. F equal to mu R. Mu is the coefficient of friction between the block and support. Okay, W is the weight of self weight of your body. P is the applied force. Okay, here let's consider a block of weight W. Okay, when you are applying a pulling force P, okay, in this direction, then the block will move like this. Okay, this is the direction of motion of a block. Okay, now already we know that the self weight of a block W acts vertically downwards. Okay, so this is the direction of a self weight W. Now you have to draw a normal reaction force. Okay, capital R is the reaction force. Okay, already we know that the reaction force always makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the support. Here the support is horizontal, so reaction force, this reaction force capital R makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the horizontal support. Okay, now this is a vertical force W. Now this is a reaction force R. Okay, now for rough surfaces you have to consider friction force. So already we know that the direction of a friction force always acts opposite to the direction of motion. Okay, here this is the direction of motion. Okay, when you are applying a pulling force, the block will move in right side direction. Okay, then the friction force acts like this. Okay, this friction force always parallel to the surface, parallel to the support. Okay, this frictional force always opposite to the direction of motion of a block. Okay, here this is the direction of motion. This is the opposing force direction. Okay, opposing force direction. F equal to mu R is the frictional force, and this is the applied force. Okay, now you have to draw these two forces here. So this is the frictional force, this is the applied force. So this is the free body diagram for this condition. Okay, now this is a inclined plane. This inclined plane makes an angle alpha with respect to the horizontal surface, okay, now W is the self weight of a body. Now this is the direction of motion of a body. Okay, here we are not applying any actional force, okay. So this is the direction of a block. Now you have to consider free body diagram for this condition. Okay, this is the direction of motion. Okay, so here self weight W always acts perpendicular or vertical force. This is the self weight, and this is the normal reaction. Already we know that normal reaction makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the support. Okay, this is the inclined support, so This reaction force makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the inclined support. Okay. Now this is here you can observe this is the reference axis. This reference axis parallel to the inclined plane. Now this is the another reference axis. This is a normal to the inclined plane. Okay. So this is a parallel reference line. Okay. Here you can observe this self-weight W. You have to convert this self-weight W into two forces, that is W sin alpha, W cos alpha. Okay. W cos alpha, W sin alpha. These two are the components for self-weight W. Okay. Here this W makes an angle alpha with respect to the vertical reference line. Here, with respect to the normal line, it makes an angle alpha with respect to the this reference line. Okay. So first of all, you have to convert this self-weight W into two forces, W cos alpha, W sin alpha, along the parallel surface and normal surface. Okay. After that, you have to consider reaction force along the normal plane. Okay. Now this is the direction of a opposing force, that is frictional force. Okay. Here the direction of motion is downward. So the direction of frictional force is upward along the inclined plane. Okay. So you have to consider this friction force on this parallel reference axis. Okay, this is the direction of a friction force. Now you have to consider these four forces for determining the unknown values. Okay, this is the free body diagram for this condition. Okay. Now another condition. Now it is a inclined plane and also it makes an angle alpha with respect to horizontal. Okay, a block of weight W placing on rough inclined plane. Okay, now I am applying a parallel pulling force. Okay, when you are applying a pulling force like this, then the block will move in upward action along the plane. Okay, this is the direction of motion of a block. Okay. There you can observe. Okay, this is the applied force. This is the direction of movement. Okay. So when here you can observe a opposing force or frictional force always acts parallel to the plane and in opposite direction, opposite to the direction of motion. Okay. So this is the direction of motion. Here let's consider a self-weight W. Okay. Vertical force, self-weight, and normal reaction force R acting along the normal axis. Okay, normal reference line. Now this is the pulling force. This pulling force parallel to the inclined plane. You have to convert this W self-weight into two components, W cos alpha and W sin alpha. Okay, these two are the components for self-weight W, and R is the reaction force. Okay. Now P is the pulling force. Okay. So here you have to consider this pulling force here. When you are applying the pulling force in upward action, then the block will move upward. Then the friction force F equal to mu R acts like this. Okay, frictional force always acts opposite to the direction of motion of a block. Okay, here this is the direction of a motion. This is the opposite direction of a frictional force. F equal to mu R. Now consider these two forces here. F equal to mu R and P. This one is the P. Okay, these five forces are the free body diagram for this condition. Okay. A rough inclined plane, coefficient of friction equal to mu, rises 1 centimeter for every 2 centimeters of its length. The effort required to drag a body of weight 500 newtons up the inclined plane is 350 newtons. Calculate the coefficient of friction between the plane and body. Okay, this is the example problem. Okay, this is the given question. First of all, you have to identify the given values. Okay, yeah, the given problem is inclined plane problem. Okay, so let's consider a inclined plane and it makes an angle theta or alpha with respect to the horizontal. Okay, this is the weight of a block. W equal to 500 newtons is the self weight of a block. Okay, now this is a pulling force. Okay, so this pulling force P equal to 350 newtons. Okay, now by using these details, you have to determine the coefficient of friction between the block and the inclined plane. Okay, so first of all, you have to identify the direction of motion of block. Okay, this is the direction of motion of a block. Okay, then after you have to determine the angle of inclination alpha. From given data, you can observe a rough inclined plane coefficient of friction mu rises 1 centimeter for every 2 centimeters of its length. Rises means height. Okay, now let's consider a height 1 centimeter. Okay, and 2 centimeters length. So this is the 2 centimeters length. Okay, this is the angle alpha, inclination of the plane. Okay, from this condition, you have to determine the angle of inclination of a plane. Okay, alpha is the angle of repose. Okay, now from given question, the given values are self weight W equal to 500 newtons, and pulling force P equal to 350 newtons, and capital R is the reaction force, mu is the coefficient of friction between the block and the surface. Okay, here you have to determine the value of mu. Here this is the frictional force F equal to mu R. From this triangle, you have to determine the value of inclination alpha. Already we know that this is a opposite side, this is a hypotenuse. So sine theta or sine alpha equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So opposite side is 1 centimeter, hypotenuse is 2 centimeters. So sine alpha equal to 1 by 2. So therefore alpha equal to 30 degrees. Okay. So the angle of inclination of the inclined plane is 30 degrees with respect to the horizontal. Okay. Yeah, the height of the triangle is given 1 centimeter and 2 centimeters is the hypotenuse. Okay. From the given question, first you have to determine the angle of inclination. Okay. So alpha is the angle of inclination of the plane. Okay. Okay. First of all, you have to draw free body diagram for this condition. Here W is the self weight. So already we know that self weight always acts vertically downwards like this. Here W equal to 500 newtons, and this is the normal reaction. This normal reaction always makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the support. Here the support is inclined. Okay, always normal reaction makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the support. Okay, yeah, this is the parallel reference line, this is the normal reference line. Okay, normal to the plane, parallel to the plane. Okay, these two are the reference axis. Okay, now you have to convert this W self weight into two components along the parallel plane and normal plane. Okay, yeah, here I am going to convert this self weight W into W cos alpha and W sin alpha. Here this self weight makes an angle alpha with respect to the vertical reference axis. Okay, here this is the angle alpha. So you have to convert this W with respect to this axis and this axis. So this is the W cos alpha is the first component. W sin alpha is the another component. Okay, these two are the components for self weight W. Okay. Now you have to consider this reaction force R along the normal axis. Okay. Now this is the applied force. When you are applying the pulling force, then the block will move upward direction. Okay. So this is the direction of motion of a block. Okay. Upward direction is the direction of motion of the block. Now you have to consider opposite frictional force here. This is the direction of motion of a block. This is the opposite or opposing force, frictional force F equal mu r. Frictional force always acts parallel to the surface, contact surface, parallel to the contact surface. Okay, and the direction of this friction force is always opposite to the direction of motion of the block. Okay, now you have to consider these two forces here. P is the applied force, F is the opposite force. Okay, these two are the opposing forces. This is the final free body diagram for this problem. Now by using this free body diagram, you have to determine the value of mu, coefficient of friction. Okay, from this free body diagram, first of all, you have to identify the value of reaction force. W is the self weight, W equal 500 and P equal 350 newtons and R equal to reaction force, and F mu is the coefficient of friction, F is the friction force. Okay, for determining the value of reaction force R, you have to use you have to resolve all the forces along the normal plane, normal to the plane. Okay, sum of all forces along the normal axis. Here W cos alpha, capital R, these two are the forces along normal to the plane. So capital R, W cos alpha. Here for downward direction you have to consider minus sign, for upward direction you have to consider positive sign. So plus R minus W cos alpha equal to 0. From this equation R equal to 400 cos 30. Okay, so reaction force R equal to 433 newtons. Okay, after getting the reaction force R, you have to determine the value of mu. Okay, for determining the coefficient of friction, you have to resolve all the forces parallel to the plane. These three are the forces. Okay, so you have to consider these three forces to determine the coefficient of friction. For right side direction, you have to consider positive sign. For left side direction, you have to consider negative sign. Okay, W sin alpha plus mu r minus P equal to 0. From this equation, you have to determine coefficient of friction. So mu r is the frictional force. Mu r equal to P minus W sin alpha. Okay, 350 minus 500 sin 30. So frictional force mu r equal to 100 newtons. 350 minus 500 sin 30 equal to 100 newtons. Okay, so frictional force F equal to mu r. From this equation, you have to determine the value of coefficient of friction. So coefficient of friction mu equal to F by R, frictional force divided by reaction force. Frictional force is 100 divided by reaction force equal 433. So the value is 0.23. Okay, mu equal to 0.23. Coefficient of friction between the block and inclined plane is 0.23. Okay, Here you can observe there is no units for coefficient of friction. Okay, no units for coefficient of friction. Okay, this is the final answer for this problem. Now coming to the another example, a body of weight 450 newtons is pulled up along an inclined plane having inclination 30 degrees to the horizontal at a steady speed. Find the force required if the coefficient of friction is 0.25 and the force is applied parallel to the inclined plane. If the distance traveled by the body is 10 meters along the plane, find the work done on the body. So this is the given question. From the given question, first you have to identify given values. Okay. So the given problem is inclined plane problem. So you have to consider a inclined plane, rough inclined plane. Okay, this is the self weight of a block. 500 is the self weight of a block. Okay, this inclined plane makes an angle 30 degrees with respect to the horizontal. From the given question, the angle of inclination of the body is 30 degrees. Okay, the angle of inclination of the plane is 30 degrees with respect to the horizontal. Okay, now this is the applied force. Okay, find the force required if the coefficient of friction is 0.25. Here the value of applied force is not given. You have to determine this value by using coefficient of friction between the block and the plane. Here the coefficient of friction between block and plane is 0.25. Okay, so here you can observe this is the direction of motion of a block. Okay, so the given details are self weight W equal to 450 newtons, pulling force P is not given, so you have to determine this value, and R is the normal reaction force, mu is the coefficient of friction between the block and plane. That value is equal to 0.25. No units for friction, coefficient of friction, and frictional force F equal to mu R. Here angle of inclination of the plane alpha equal to 30 degrees. These are the given values. Okay, and the distance traveled by the body is given, that is S or X equal to 10 meters. Okay, first you have to draw a free body diagram for this problem. Okay, here this is the given problem. First you have to identify the forces. Okay, already we know that the self weight of a block always acts vertically downwards. Okay, the self weight of a block always acts vertically downwards, like this. Okay, this is the direction of motion, direction of a self weight. Okay, line of action of a self weight. Okay, now you have to consider a normal reaction force. This is the reaction force R. Already we know that reaction force always makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to support. Okay, now this is a parallel axis, this is a normal axis. Okay, this is a parallel to the plane, this is a normal to the inclined plane. Okay, now you have to convert this self weight W into two components along the plane and normal to the plane. Okay, so here also this self weight makes an angle alpha with respect to this normal axis. Okay, so this is the normal component W cos alpha. This is the parallel component parallel to the plane. Okay, W cos alpha, W sin alpha, these two are the components of self weight W. Now capital R is the reaction force, like this. Okay, here this is the applied force. When you are applying the pulling force like this, then the direction of motion of this block is like this. Okay, the direction of motion is upward. Okay, so this is the applied force. Now you have to consider a frictional force. Okay, Already we know that friction force always acts opposite to the direction of motion. Okay, so this is the direction of motion. You have to consider opposite frictional force. Okay, so this is the opposing frictional force F equal mu r. Already we know that frictional force always acts parallel to the inclined, parallel to the support. Okay, so parallel to the inclined plane F equal to mu r. Now you have to consider these two forces here. This is the applied force. This is the opposite force. F is the frictional force or opposing force. Okay, this is the free body diagram for this problem. Now you have to use these five forces to determine the value of unknown force P. Okay, here capital W is the value of self weight of a body 450 newtons. P is the unknown value pulling force. Reaction force R mu equal 0.25 and F equal to mu R. Okay, so here the distance traveled by the body S equal to 10 meters. Okay, now you have to use these values to determine the value of P. Okay, first of all, you have to determine the normal reaction R. For determining the normal reaction, you have to resolve all the forces along the normal plane. Okay, these two forces are the normal forces. So you have to consider these two forces. So in first step, you have to resolve all the forces normal to the plane. Okay, deb plus R minus W cos alpha equal to 0. Now here for upward direction you have to consider positive sign. For downward direction you have to consider negative sign. Okay, so plus R minus W cos alpha equal to 0. R equal to 450 cos 30. Okay, this is the value of reaction force. R equal to 389.7 newtons. Okay, this is the value of reaction force. After getting the reaction force, you have to determine the value of force required, P. Okay, for determining the value of P, you have to resolve all the forces along the inclined plane. Okay, these three are the forces. Okay, so you have to consider these three forces for determining the value of P. For right side direction, you have to consider positive sign. For left side direction, you have to consider negative sign. So mu r plus W sin alpha minus P equal to 0. Okay. Now P equal to applied force. P equal to mu r plus W sin alpha equal to P equal to 322.425 newtons is the required pulling force. Okay. After getting the reaction force and the pulling force, you have to determine work done by the body. Already we know that the formula for work done equal to force into distance traveled by the body in the direction of force. From the given question, already we know the value of distance traveled by the body in the direction of force. That value is S equal to 10 meters. Okay, here the pulling force is P. So by multiplying pulling force and distance traveled by the body, you can get the value of work done on the body. Okay, so work done on the body equal to force, pulling force into distance traveled by the body in the direction of force, P into S equal to 322.425 into 10 equal to 3224.25 Newton meter. Newton meter is the work done on the body. Okay, 1 Newton meter, also known as joule. Okay, joule, 1 joule equal to Newton meter. Okay, this is the answer for this problem. Okay, okay. In next class I will explain more problems on rough inclined plane. Okay.